Social capital of local communities in improving the economy through the potential of sago in the peatland of Kepulauan Meranti Regency. RIAU has a land area of 86,411.90 square kilometers, and around 47,526.55 square kilometers or plus or minus 55% of which is peat swamp forest. The characteristics of peaty soil have potential for several types of plantations such as sago, coconut, rubber, areca nut and coffee. Riau Province is one of the largest sago starch producing, cultivation and processing areas in Indonesia. The productivity of sago peatlands is found in the Meranti Islands Regency. Meranti Islands Regency is located on the east coast of the island of Sumatra with the capital city of Selitpanjang. Its coasts are bordered by neighboring countries, namely Malaysia and Singapore. Currently sago plantations in Meranti have become the main source of income for nearly 20% of the Meranti community. Sago cultivation has been carried out from generation to generation since 1723 because it is trusted by the local community to guarantee their economy. Sago seeds can be obtained from sago saplings found in nature, community plantations or private plantations. In Meranti Islands Regency, sago is no longer just a cultural product, but sago has become part of social life as well as a strategic commodity to be developed. The purpose of this study was to determine the social relations of local communities towards the use of sago. To identify the activeness of local communities in the use of sago in the Meranti Islands Regency and to determine the structural functional response and expectations of the local community towards activities in the utilization of sago. Because sago requires wet land so that the water in the peatlands will be maintained. The use of peatland for cultivating sago will preserve the peat because sago requires a high soil moisture content and produces well in flooded conditions. In addition, cultivating sago plants will automatically make local people look after their land and not burn forests to clear land because they already have a steady income from cultivating these sago plants. The results of the research show that the social relations of local communities towards the utilization of sago in the peatlands of the Meranti Islands Regency is an important means of building solidarity, mutual trust, and strengthening unity in society. As one of the MSMEs engaged in the food sector, UPAID MSMEs take advantage of social relations so that the businesses they manage grow, to help their businesses continue to grow amid the COVID-19 pandemic. 2019 UPAID MSMEs joined the Meranti Islands BUMN House, which has a role as a transfer center information in the development and digitization of SMEs. The joining of UPAID MSMEs in the Meranti Islands SOE House has had a huge impact on business development. This is evidenced by the business owned by Mrs. Praptini, who has obtained a business license and obtained a halal certificate. Even the instant sago noodle product produced by Mrs. Praptini is the first instant sago noodle product in Riau. Mrs. Praptini's instant sago noodles with the brand Mia Sagu Bojang have also participated in the UMKM festival in the Netherlands with sales reaching 1,000 PCS. Mrs. Praptini has also participated in an export closing program in Pekanbaru for 1 year to study the ethics of export values. He also opened a Sagu kite outlet and invited various other MSMEs to place their products so that currently the Sago kite outlet is a center for souvenirs in Selitpanjang. To expand market reach, Mrs. Praptini also uses the e-commerce platform and Instagram social media as promotional media. Even though currently the obstacle he feels the most is shipping costs in the archipelago, which are more expensive compared to the mainland. The activeness of local communities in Meranti Islands Regency in the utilization of sago plants can be seen through various innovations carried out by local communities to create various derivative products derived from sago, such as Mrs. Praptini, who opened the Sago Kite Outlet, which is the most complete gift shop in Selitpanjang. With several sago products, namely Bangkit Sago, Gobak Sago, Amplang Sago, Sendal Sago Dried, Renjanang Sago Mushiara, Sago Kampung Crackers, Dessert Sago Mushiara, Semprong Sago, Cheese Sago Sticks, Sesagon, Sago Macaroni, Sago Bojang Noodles, powdered sago sugar, sago mushiara, sago cookies of various flavors, sago nasi uduk, Meranti typical sago seblak, sago brownies cookies, and sago fat. Meanwhile, Mr. Abdul Manan, who has been processing various kinds of sago for decades, such as wet sago, dry sago, and other sago products. Since 1995, he has been one of the exporters of raw sago products and processed sago crackers to Malaysia until now. Pak Ahmad Manan also participated in helping to preserve sago in Sungai Tower village by donating several sago seeds. Even the local government is also making efforts to provide training and provide sago seeds to the community, so that the community can continue planting sago to the next generation by recultivating sago. The structural functional response to the utilization of sago in the peatlands of the Meranti Islands Regency, when viewed from the side of the local government, has really provided support to the community. Even though there is no specific policy for sago protection and it is in the process of struggle by the stakeholders in the Meranti Islands Regency. However, the social response to the community when social stimulus occurs or what is currently being experienced by the community regarding sago waste, they make positive efforts in the form of turning the waste into animal feed so that they can interact with the surrounding environment. For example, Pak Yudin, the owner of the sago factory, who comes from Maini Darul Aman village, Tebing Tinggi Barat district, already has a special waste collection site for his sago factory.